All right, so right here I got two pairs of Jumpman jacks. One's verified by StockX and one verified on eBay. And just want to kind of compare the two to see what the differences are. And what I found is that both boxes are basically the same. I did notice that the straps, which nobody ever seems to talk about, are similar, and they both have these notches. If you look at this little notch on the Velcro, both pairs have that notch, and it's just one. As you see, it's like a black film underneath. And I think that's interesting because I've seen people with like a size 12 that had two notches, and some pairs seem like it's just all white and there's none of this underneath here. Don't know what that's about. I did the glow test under a black light on both of these, and you can see that right there. You're gonna see the Travis Scott sort of logo light up on both of them. That's a pretty typical indicator that you're dealing with a legit pair, although I'm sure that'll change with fakes coming out. Gum bottom glows on both. I like the US pair a little bit. These have different dates they were made, but for some reason I'm liking my US pair a little bit better. It has the size tag on it when you got a US pair, size 11. The pair that obviously came from somebody in Europe, who knows where, has a little bit different, has this different tag stuck on there. You know, different regulations, but the inside stitching looks the same on both. It's this black stitching, very clean on the inside. That's consistent on both. One thing that nobody ever talks about on these is that there's a notch right here, and it's on both of these insoles, so that's good. That's a good sign. That I don't know why they have that on these, but they did, and I've seen different pairs that have multiple notches on the insole inserts. Don't know what that's about. I don't know why they do that. I do think the quality just is a little bit better on this US pair. If you look at the front, that just looks a lot better right there. It looks the finishing is better. This seems more, I don't know, kind of smushed. But, you know, they're both fine. I like this one a little bit better. The Jumpman, the arm on the Jumpman Jordan, it's a little bit thicker on the US pair, and this one's a little bit skinnier. If you look at it, I think it's I noticed it a little bit. I also kind of noticed looking very closely, it's hard to see on camera, the actual like fingerprint, like if you see that like little print on the outer edge, it just looks a little bit more, the definition's a little bit different. It's more pronounced on the US pair than the European pair, if I can get that to focus. Let me see if I can. Nice to have them side by side so you can see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get these in focus, both on here at the same time. See if I can do that. Try to get that. Hold them up just a second. Hold them up together, and I just think it's a little bit better on the US pair. I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things that I want to see. One thing I don't like is that on both pairs, the swoosh on the tips, they kind of hang. See? You kind of have to like smooth that out. Don't like that for the quality. On this side, it's really like shaggy. It's almost like it's coming apart, the leather right there. You know, let me see. Right there. Yeah, I don't like that. Looks bad. Gotta smooth it out to get it to look decent. Maybe even use some glue to get that smoothed out. Other than that, they both look great. I think I'm probably gonna wear the US pair and maybe sit on the StockX pair. I don't know. The backs look pretty much the same. US pair, StockX pair, Euro pair. Yeah. Consistent quality, consistent look across both of them. So, I don't know. Packaging was the same. Boxes look the same. Yeah, I don't know. What else? What other differences to look for? I thought the browns looked slightly different. I thought that the US pair looked a little bit darker, but I think that's just my imagination. Kind of overthinking these. I kind of feel like this pair that I got, this was a Sneakers app hit, the guy in the US sold these. I feel like that logo is just a little bit cleaner on this one. Who knows? You know, I know pair to pairs, you know, different pairs, they're gonna have variants. The logos on the bottom, pretty much identical. You know, if you look under a microscope, there's just the slightest differences between these, but they both have that matte finish, so, you know, looks good. Everything's great there. Yeah, and I don't know if I've shown this. I'll try to get it under the, you know, black light again. You can see the glow on the logo and that. That's what you're gonna see, and then when you actually look inside, it's gonna light up on the inside. I think that's for both pairs, the black stitching on the inside. It's gonna light up in there. Other than that, you know, everybody's seen the bags. They're both, you know, quality on those is pretty decent. I'm never gonna use those. And then, you know, just looking at the boxes, if anybody cares about that. Identical. Seen a lot of the fake boxes. A lot of them are too dark. It's pretty light brown. And the white here is kind of has a glossy, that gloss. You can kind of see it right there. Pretty obvious. And then I thought about peeling up the size tag. I'm sure there's a RFID chip underneath there, but I'm not gonna look because you can kind of see it underneath there, like raised. It's a little bit raised. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for these shoes. They're dropping on StockX, but I love them. I think they're great. I might try to get the University Reds, but these are, I know I overpaid if you go by, you know, current prices, but I think they're worth it. You know, I've never had a Travis before these. I've never really been into the other Travis drops, but I definitely think these are worth it. I think if you like the shoe, you won't be disappointed. You know, I'm kind of nitpicking here, and I'm very satisfied with owning these. You know, the Jordan 1s, just, I'm not into those. And some people call these, you know, say these are a fusion, but this is actually kind of an original. This doesn't look that much like a mashup. Seems like its own original shoe. It just has a Jumpman right here. Very clean. This can go with pretty much anything. So I think if you own a pair, you're going to be really happy with these. And obviously these come with the different laces. I swapped them out so I could easily separate them. And, you know, they're all pretty solid picks because I actually think these laces go well with this shoe. You can't really go wrong with any of these. So, yeah, that's it. Very nice shoe.